Hi, I'm Chad with Move Forward Guitar. This lesson is from our series Guitar Chords for Beginners. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play an open C major 9 chord. First off, if you'd like to get the diagram for this chord, the chord chart, you can click the link on the screen and it'll take you to an eGuide that you can download for free. And this eGuide includes this chord as well as a whole bunch of other beginner chords that are really useful to learn. It has really common beginner chords as well as less common ones. And not only do I show you how to play the chords, give you diagrams for those, but I show you how to put the chords together into chord progressions. So it includes a whole bunch of chord progressions that I have taken from the chords in the eGuide and put them together in sequences so you can see how they go together in a musical situation, and it'll also give you ideas of how to put these chords together into your own chord progressions. So if you'd like to get that eGuide for free, just click the link on the screen and you can download that. So here's an open C major 9 chord. And this chord, I put it in the Guitar Chords for Beginners series, but really this is a chord that if you block out the first string, you can move up and down the neck, and it's something that you can use all the time, and it's used in a lot of advanced music. And it's a little more difficult to play than a lot of beginner chords, but I think it's worth learning as a beginner because it's still in the open position or really close to it. I guess this one finger would kind of be considered out of the open position, but you can leave the first string open, and it's not too difficult of a chord, so if you can learn it early on, it's going to really add a lot of spice to your playing and give you a lot of options. Just make sure that this isn't the first chord you learn or the first 5 chords or whatever. And there's a link in the description where I show you what the best chords are to learn if you're an absolute beginner, to learn those first. But this is definitely one you can learn before you learn bar chords, and that's why I put it in the beginner series. So the fingering for this chord is your second finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, your first finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, your 4th finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then you leave the 1st string open and you mute out the 6th string. And so you can mute out the 6th string with the tip of your 2nd finger, just let it lightly touch up underneath the 6th string, and it'll block that out and it'll keep it from ringing. Then you don't have to worry about hitting it when you strum. Or you could use your thumb, I guess, but that's kind of a difficult stretch, and it just makes more sense to use your 2nd finger. So like I said, I put this in the beginner series, but it's really a more advanced chord. It's just that I think that if you learn this early on, it'll really be beneficial to you. And like I said, if you block out the first string, you can actually move this chord anywhere. So if I block out the first string with my hand and keep that from ringing out, I could move it anywhere up the neck. You know, that's a C sharp major 9. So it's a movable chord if you block out the first string, but with the C major 9, you can leave the first string in, and it adds a nice sound to it because that first string is an E note and that's in the chord, so it sounds good. So with this chord, you just really have to be on the tips of your fingers to make sure that you can get all the notes to ring out clearly, and just make sure you're not blocking the first string with your hand. But if you do block it, it's okay. This chord is still a C major 9 even if that first string is blocked. Like I said, if you'd like to get the chord chart for this as well as a bunch of other chords and chord progressions, click the link on the screen and you can go down the eGuide for free, and it'll be really useful to you. So this is a C major 9 chord.